If there are better ways to test for concussions, why aren't they being used in high schools? Having gone through the process of injury, diagnosis, recovery, I saw the flaws in the system. I thought maybe I could actually use this and help athletes or anyone with a brain injury.
Tillage is a catastrophic event for the soil and the life that lives in the soil. We no longer use a plow. We have to try and farm more in nature's image. And we like to think that that is a lot of the solution for the bay, the management of the land.
These are the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the teachers who live for the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. You are the students who learn from the teachers who live for the campuses that foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. And we're the community who's forever behind you. The people whose voices sound a lot like the future and will cheer you on as you build it.
I think everybody should have access to energy. I am interested in augmenting the capability of textiles. We came up with a shade structure that could also capture light, store the energy, as well as give light back in the evening. If we can get energy from fabrics, it can be used everywhere.
Our process that we've invented improves survival rate of plants. It's designed to reduce the environmental impact of fertilizers. Better roots make for better plants. I was able to take advantage of Invent Penn State and explore my business idea without all the risk associated. I went from being a plant science student working in a lab to now being an entrepreneur. I feel like I'm making a difference.
These are the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. These are the teachers who foster the voices that belong to the people who get to decide the kind of world they're going to build. And we're the community who's forever behind you. The people whose voices sound a lot like the future and will cheer you on as you build it.
Good afternoon. The ceremony you are about to see extends a tradition that is nearly 1,000 years old. The academic dress and ritual have their origins in the first English universities of the Middle Ages. While the day is one of joy and celebration, the commencement ceremony itself calls for dignity and decorum. This is one of the great days in the lifetime of our graduates, their families, and friends. Therefore, we request everyone's cooperation in according this ceremony the quiet respect it deserves. Now let us begin. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise for the academic processional? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now convened for the year 2018 spring semester commencement for undergraduate candidates in the College of Education, the Pennsylvania State University. We shall open with our national anthem. The words can be found in the front of the program, led by Kaylee Harmon, accompanied by Center Brass.
Twilight's last Please be seated. I'm David Monk, Dean of the College of Education, and it's my privilege to welcome all of you to this special occasion where we celebrate the accomplishments of the year 2018 undergraduate graduating class of the College of Education. Today, we honor this class, representing the college's undergraduate programs in the areas of teaching, education policy, and human service. As a comprehensive professional college of education, we take pride in the fact that our undergraduate and graduate programs prepare individuals for a broad range of education and human service professions. Teacher preparation is offered by the college in 22 distinct teacher certification fields, and the college also prepares professionals for a variety of human service and public policy settings such as rehabilitation centers, community health programs, and a wide range of government and nonprofit organizations. We're privileged this afternoon to have as our commencement speaker Dr. Michelle Cooper. Dr. Cooper is the president of the Institute for Higher Education Policy. She is one of the nation's most effective voices in promoting access and success in higher education. Dr. Cooper is a results-oriented leader with significant experience in the post-secondary education field. She is a well-respected practitioner, researcher, and policy advocate. Dr. Cooper oversees the Institute's research portfolio and the analytic expertise used to inform and shape national, state, local, and institutional policy reform. A fierce advocate for equity and social justice in higher education, she is well-versed in the issues surrounding higher education access and success, and places special emphasis on the equitable reform of higher education, college affordability, financial aid, institutional accountability, and related higher education phenomena. Because of the Institute's nonpartisan, evidence-based approach to advancing post-secondary education reform, she is often asked to provide advice to congressional and state legislative leaders. She has provided testimony to the U.S. Senate's Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee and the U.S. House of Representatives Education and the Workforce Committee. Prior to joining the Institute, Dr. Cooper held various leadership positions at the Advisory Committee on Student Financial Assistance at the U.S. Department of Education, the Association of American Colleges and Universities, the Council for Independent Colleges, and King's College. Dr. Cooper is a member of the Board of Directors of U Aspire and the Washington Center for Internships and Academic Seminars. She also serves on several advisory boards, including the National Commission on Asian American and Pacific Islander Research in Education and the African American Male Initiative. A native of Charleston, South Carolina, Dr. Cooper received her BA from the College of Charleston, an MPS from Cornell University, and a PhD from the University of Maryland, College Park. It's a very special pleasure to welcome you here today, Dr. Cooper.
To Dean David Monk, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, families, visiting friends, and most especially the class of 2018, good afternoon. I bring greetings to you on behalf of my colleagues at the Institute for Higher Education Policy, which is located in Washington, D.C. I am delighted to deliver this year's commencement address because seeing individuals make it to and through college is at the very heart, the very essence of what I do for a living. At the Institute for Higher Education Policy, we seek to inform policy discussions that help students enter and complete college successfully. We envision a world where all people can reach their full potential by participating and succeeding in higher education. In other words, we believe in you. We believe that you Penn State's class of 2018, armed with your degree in hand, have what you need to reach your life's goals. You have reached a very, very important milestone in your life, and I stand here with the faculty and administrators of this wonderful institution, honored and privileged to celebrate this accomplishment. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the families and the friends of today's graduates, all of you around this arena. Each of you have played a very significant role in today's celebration. You have been actively involved in your loved one's educational journey and have helped them to reach this day. So I want to take a moment to say to the friends and the families, I salute you. Today is your day too. So let's give them a round of applause. In preparation for today's speech, I reflected on the graduations I've attended. And over the years, I've attended quite a few, several of which were my own. And what I realized is that I don't remember much about the commencement speaker. In some cases, I might remember a name. I definitely don't remember a face. Honestly, I actually don't remember too much. So this remembrance, or maybe I should say this lack of remembrance, is a bit humbling and unsettling as I stand before you, because I realize in maybe less than 2 hours, you may not remember me or anything I will say. So in anticipation of that, I'm simply going to cut to the chase, and I'm going to tell you what I want you to remember. And I really, really, really do want you to remember this. So here it is. Class of 2018, my message for you is very simple. I want you to know that now is your time. Now is your time. There are over 300 graduates here this afternoon, and I am certain that each of you have taken a different path to get here. And as you reflect on your path, you might notice that there have been some sunny days and some cloudy ones. You have had some hilltop moments and maybe some valley experiences. Some of you have had to juggle the competing demands of life. You have had to care for family, manage your studies, hold down jobs, and everything that comes with living your life. Some of you have maybe even had some financial struggles, moments where you found the cost in terms of time and the cost in terms of money of college to be just sometimes a little bit overwhelming. Well, if that's your case, today I celebrate you. I celebrate you for staying true to your goal, and I celebrate you for staying on the path and for making a way out of no way. Now is your time. Today and in the years to come, I hope you reap the benefits of your education. It is my hope that you will realize that education pays. People with a college education on average tend to have higher salaries, larger savings accounts, better health, and longer life expectancy. And certainly, we all want all of these things, right? We all want that. Equally important, your education will benefit society as a whole. There is strong, strong transformative power in education. A quality education can certainly improve your life on a personal level, but it can also transform a community and ultimately change the world. And that class of 2018 is what I encourage you to do with your Penn State college education. I want you to change the world, make it a better place. Now is your time. The world that greets you is one filled with both chaos and great opportunity. We are living in an increasingly diverse, interconnected, yet unequal world. To combat the inequities of our society, we need people who are ready, willing, and able to fix the problems that plague our society. People who are actively engaged in making their communities, this world, a better place. People who are not afraid to lock arms in solidarity against racist, sexist, xenophobic, and other forces that seek to erode our democracy and our civic values. Now is your time. In our work at the Institute for Higher Education Policy, we are very deliberate in our efforts to educate, inform, and influence policies that help students enter college and graduate successfully. To do this work, we sometimes have to have tough conversations. And even though folks sometimes don't always agree with us, they still engage with us and they respect us because we have a reputation for being credible, fact-based, and evidence-driven. You see, we welcome all people and all perspectives, and we certainly believe that everyone should be entitled to their own opinion, but everyone is not entitled to their own facts. And today, it is a fact that nearly 20% of Pennsylvania's children live in poverty. These kids' day-to-day existence is marked by financial, housing, and food insecurity. Many are struggling in schools every single day. These students live all across this state, but can be found in every single community, but the communities most affected by poverty are often in the rural and urban areas of the state. The gap in funding between public schools and the poorest and in the most affluent communities has grown in the last decade. In schools today, we track students, we sort them, and we stratify them along the lines of income and race. We have created a system of haves and have-nots. Right here in the state of Pennsylvania, our schools are struggling, our students are struggling, and these long-standing inequities did not emerge overnight. It is also a fact that school safety is a top issue for parents and educators. The safety of our schools should not be a choice. It should not be a sensationalized issue, and it should not be a political issue. It is an absolute necessity. And the same way we want our sons and our daughters to have good schools, we should also want them to have safe schools. And we must take steps to make sure that violent crimes in our schools stop now. We also need to bring an end to hate crimes. And in communities and schools, hate crimes are increasing. And the majority of these incidents are motivated by bias against race and sexual orientation, followed by religion, gender, and disability. It is also a fact that 25% of children and young adults have been the victim of cyberbullying. 25%. That's 1 in 4 people. Now, social media certainly can bring about lots of different benefits, like increased access to real-time information and the ability to develop more robust social connections and networks, but it can also be quite divisive. And we are all too familiar with the vulgar tone of politics, the daily news, and celebrity Twitter and Instagram wars and rants. Social media in general has become a breeding ground for hate, terrorism, and all manner of uncivil behavior. People hide behind their keyboards and they type shocking, cruel, and appalling things to people they don't even know. Things that they would never say face to face. These uncivil behaviors begin online, but then they quickly spill over into our schools and into our communities. Now is the time to reverse these trends. There is chaos in this world, but there's also the opportunity for change, radical, transformative change. Now is your time. In this world, you will find that there are things that are just beyond your control. But there are also so many things that will be firmly within your reach. And I urge you, class of 2018, to reach for and seek out those things. Step up, assume responsibility, and control your destiny. Live a life with intention and purpose. When you see injustice in this world, you cannot afford to be indifferent and assume that it's not your problem. But let me say that a little bit more plainly and in a different way. Just because you might not be the target or the perpetrator of uncivil behavior does not give you the privilege to remain silent when you see it. Instead, you have to respectfully call it out and do something about it. Today, our lives are more interconnected now than ever before, so what might appear to be someone else's problem today could very well be your problem tomorrow. So get involved and help find solutions. Solutions that will lead to improved educational outcomes for all students, regardless of their race, their gender, or their socioeconomic class. Today's students and tomorrow's students will be more diverse than ever before. And they will need your help and your support to reach their educational goals. Now is not the time for you to be disinterested or tired. You cannot afford to be asleep. You've got to be in the game, and you've got to be in it to win it, because students and families are going to be depending on you. Now is your time. In a few moments, Dean Monk and several others will place a college degree in your hand. I want to encourage you to look at it, admire it, show it off, and hang it on the wall in your office or in your home, but don't let it just sit there. After all, no one will judge the quality of your life by your educational or your professional accomplishments alone. Instead, your life will be judged by how well you served humanity, how well you treated people, and how well you work to solve the problems in this world and in this community. Now is your time. You will soon be graduates of one of the best colleges in the nation, probably even in the world. And you are now equipped with the tools to find good jobs and to earn good salaries and to be good citizens. You are also able to think critically, to seek out the facts, and to advocate for and advance solutions to our world's most pressing problems. Now is the time to make an impact. So as you prepare to receive your degree, I strongly encourage you to use your education wisely. Remember that learning does not stop today. It is a lifelong process, so continue to educate yourself. Allow your education to enhance your life's purpose and your life's goals. Find ways to leave your mark on society. And in figuring this out, don't feel compelled to do what others are doing, or feel like you need to do what your family or your friends tell you to do. Your time on this earth is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Search deep within your soul and do you. Do you. Now is your time. Class of 2018, thank you for allowing me to share in your special day. I wish you the best. Your future, my future, Pennsylvania's future, and the future of this country will depend on your ability to seize the moment and use your education wisely. Now is your time. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cooper, for those thoughtful and inspiring remarks. It is now my privilege to introduce Dr. Nicholas Jones, Executive Vice President and Provost of the University. Dr. Jones.
Thank you, Dean Monk. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn to the awarding of degrees. The legal corporate body of Penn State is its Board of Trustees. This is the body that, by our charter, is given final responsibility for the government, welfare, and all of the interests pertaining to our university. At this time, I call upon Ryan McCombie to authorize the conferring of degrees during this ceremony. Ryan was elected by Penn State alumni to serve as a trustee in 2012, and he recently served as chair of the Committee on Outreach, Development, and Community Relations. Ryan is a retired United States Navy captain with more than 26 years of service. He is a 1970 graduate of Penn State with a BA in General Arts and Sciences from the College of the Liberal Arts, and a 1986 graduate of the National War College. We are very pleased that Ryan is with us today. Trustee McCombie.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to participate with you on this great day and to pass to all of you the most sincere congratulations on behalf of the Pennsylvania State University Board of Trustees. I must tell you, given a choice, I'd rather be sitting where you are than where I am. The entire world is in front of you, a wonderful world of adventure and learning. It may be a bit daunting at times, but it also should be exciting. You have now demonstrated your ability to learn, to grow, and to achieve. You have made a wonderful commencement. To paraphrase Emerson, nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. So, as you commence your journey into this world, my wish for you is that it is a journey that you embrace with unbridled enthusiasm. And may it be a journey that you look back upon someday with the pride of accomplishment and learning. Now I turn to my official duty. Dr. Jones, by virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, I authorize you on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned and certified by the appropriate college, faculty, and dean. Congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee McCombie, for the authorization of degrees for these candidates assembled. Before we proceed to the conferral of degrees, please note that Penn State is now recognizing our graduates who are actively serving veterans and graduates of our ROTC programs with special red, white, and blue honor cords for their service and sacrifices. At this time, I would like to ask all graduating military and veteran students who have served our country to please stand. Okay, wait, stand up again. You are not alone. Now, will those in the audience who are veterans or active duty members of the military please also stand? Thank you for your service and significant contributions to our nation. You may be seated. I now call upon Dean Monk to preside over the conferring of the degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. The College of Education's baccalaureate, master's, and doctoral programs are represented here by our faculty and academic administrators. Permit me to recognize Professor Kevin Kinzer, Head of the Department of Education Policy Studies. Professor Rose Zebeck, Head of the Department of Curriculum and Instruction. Professor David Lee, Head of the Department of Educational Psychology, Counseling, and Special Education. And Professor Cynthia Pellick of the Department of Learning and Performance Systems. At this time, we would also like to recognize our College of Education Alumni Society Board President, Tanya DeVickus-Kerr. They will come forward later to congratulate our graduates. You may be seated. Our various undergraduate and graduate degree programs are also represented by a number of our faculty who have come to honor their students and this graduating class. We are grateful for their presence. And now Dr. Jones will confer the degrees. As he joins us, please be reminded of the solemn nature of this occasion, its dignity and quiet respect. We will be calling each graduate to the platform to be recognized. In consideration of everyone who is here today to honor a special graduate, please refrain from applause, cheers, and other noise-making until all of the graduates have crossed the platform. Then we will applaud their accomplishments. So thank you in advance for your cooperation so that everyone will be able to hear the name of their special graduate. I now call on Professor Kinzer to present the degree candidates from the Department of Education and Public Policy.
Will the candidates who are eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Education Policy, Public Policy program please rise? Dr. Jones, Dean Monk, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Education. Please remain standing.
Professor Zebeck.
Will the candidates who are eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Elementary and Early Childhood Education please rise? And now, will the candidates eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Secondary Education please rise? And now, will the candidates who are eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Middle Level Education please rise? And now will the candidates eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in World Languages Education please rise? Dr. Jones, Dean Monk, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Education. Will you please remain standing?
Professor Lee.
Will the candidates who are eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Rehabilitation and Human Services from the College of Education please rise? And now will the candidates eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Special Education please rise? Dr. Jones, Dean Monk, I am pleased to present these worthy and approved candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Education. Please remain standing.
And Professor Pellick.
Will the candidate who is eligible for the Associate of Science degree in Workforce Education and Development from the College of Education please rise? And now, will the candidate eligible for the Bachelor of Science degree in Workforce Education and Development please rise? Dr. Jones, Dean Monk, I am pleased to present the worthy candidates for the degrees of Associate Science and Bachelor of Science in the College of Education. Please remain standing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I confer upon each of you the degree Bachelor of Arts with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, you may now transfer the tassel from the right side to the left side of your cap. and please be seated.
Representing the spring 2018 class is College Student Marshal Hannah Kohler. At Ms. Kohler's request, Professor Michelle Knotts, our college faculty marshal, accompanies her today. Ms. Kohler completed the secondary education major with the English Communications teaching option, earning a cumulative grade point average of 4.0. Hannah is the president and a member of the College of Education Student Council, a member of the Off-Campus Student Union, and a volunteer tutor in English as a second language and Spanish for the Volunteers in Public Schools program. She was awarded the 2017 Evan Pugh Scholar Award and many others. Next year, Hannah will be attending the University College London in pursuit of a master's degree in English education. So Hannah, we join your parents and other family members and friends in congratulating you as we welcome you into the teaching profession. Congratulations. Now I would like to thank and introduce our nomenclator, Dr. Rain Sperling, Associate Dean for Undergraduate and Graduate Studies.
Thank you, Dean Monk. Much like Hannah Kohler, our college student marshal, these program student marshals also excelled in their curricular and extracurricular activities, earning them the honor of being chosen student marshals for their respective academic programs. In turn, each asked to be escorted by the program's faculty marshal. The program student marshals and faculty marshals are Caitlin Kushner, Education and Public Policy, and Dr. Paul Morgan. Cassidy Shikari, Elementary and Early Childhood Education, and Ms. Sue Palvalco. Madeline Hughes, Middle Level Education, and Ms. Kimberly Mowry. So Park, Rehabilitation and Human Services, and Dr. Deirdre O'Sullivan. Catherine Dykman, Secondary Education, and Mr. Albert D'Ambrosia. Emily Goodall, Special Education, and Dr. John T. Taylor. Benjamin Leskavansky, Workforce Education and Development, and Dr. Joey Fleck. Dane Leon, World Languages Education, and Dr. Michelle Pisterick. Now, continuing with our esteemed graduates. Armand Nee Thomas. Allison A. Slate. Renee N. Miller. Emily LeRae Pawson. Megan Steele Hellman. Kathleen Howard. Jessica Lee Stager. Denise Mora. Madeline Smith. Julianne Arkoman, Kate Elizabeth Veeling, Dai Ming Wu, Kathleen Se Sila Staba, Alyssa Marie Vernaccio, Katie Kurtz, Sarah Chernoff, Victoria I. Schmidt, Tian Rowan, Emily Ann Sampson, Jessica Majorano, Lisa David, Alexandra Elizabeth Trevellis, Sarah Prohaska, Berea Catherine Longwell, Morgan Taylor Pizzi, Megan Marie Robert, Marissa Rose Tavaglione, Jennifer Ann Smith, Jessica Rose Rothbard, Rebecca Fine, Madison Brooke Gallagher, Victoria Deppa, Tyler James Davies. Haley Eckard, Megan Bigelow, Alexandra Elizabeth Monahan, Abigail Lee Geisel, Erica Marie Mull, Alicia Colombo, Alexandra Rose Mostaller, Evan Jones Myers, Eunice Hae-Jin Lee, Amanda Rose Guidonrock, Rachel Anna Maiden, Molly McKenna McLaughlin, Alexa De Mikio, Carolee Dargitz, Kara Dorr, Macy Geiger, Lauren Gray, Caitlin Donahue, Melissa Jane Kearney, Brooke Ashley Charleboy, Julia M. Lauer, Dana Hunt, Katie Lynn Mino, Katie Jo Piger, Danielle Elizabeth Lear, Jessica Elizabeth Harkins, Sophia Green, Elizabeth Erin McClure, Justine Jedry, Rachel L. Donnelly, Sarah Rose Hertenberger, Sarah K. Sarkos, Lauren Page Newman, Allison Sire, Kayla Marylou Johnson, Erin Blumling, Nicole Plight, Mara Rose Loventhal, Samantha Dunoff. Allie Catherine Schwern. Quinn DeVore. Natalie Marie Mancini. Allison Power Bucci. Sydney Matichuk. Mark Burnett. Lanny Cool. Molly Jean Sr. Caroline Shields. Brianna Lee Serto. Allie Cohen. Elizabeth Daly. Morgan Brooke Kaluza. Bailey Renee Gully. Michaela Catherine Walsh. Megan Ellen Gallagher. Alyssa Hartman. Jenna Kravansky. Sean Victoria Wakely. Gina Saplicki. Hannah Marie Williams. Kiona Knight. Jessica Jordan Sinikarope. Eluna Joan May. Hannah Elizabeth Robinson. Elizabeth Gulliland. Jessica Lee. Piper Majors. Mara Elizabeth Bunting. Cassandra Oresco. Alyssa Massaro. Michael Simmons. Patricia Duffy. Amber Rose Skaredic. Corey Marie Tolliver. Karen Eve Levin. Carly J. Kolovecki. Grace Onhe Choi. Juliana Lynn Cordelio. Jessica Marie Bickle. Melanie A. DiFrancesco. Joelle Marino. Celia E. Franti. Nicole Shields. Erica Jordan Campbell. Kelly Elizabeth Fries. Samantha Sadugar. Rachel Carl. Stephen Bitar. Amelia Rose Artez. Julia Hitu. Julia Solia Lovin. Sarah Ann Murray. Jared Devon Luther. Catherine Elizabeth Caro. Sierra Rose Bigler. Melissa N. Kuehler. Alyssa A. Dolineski. Marie A. Hakasi Marakasi. Kayla Rose Shortle. Jordan Elizabeth Johns. Hunter Lynn Hassey. Sadie Rose McHale. Megan M. Bradley. Madison Alexa Monaco. Nicole Garrett. Jacqueline Materna. Melissa Ann Widdick. Nicolina DiMacia. Caroline Ann Marino. Cassandra D. Morano. Claudia Kane Murata. Samantha Ann Moed. Rory O. Connor. Catherine Anna Mayer. Margaret Grace Duncan. Samantha Elizabeth Hubley. Lauren Fenerty. Marie Nicole Brulensky. Marina Smith. Carolyn Marie Ford. Lindsay Kara Wittenberg. Megan Doherty. Gretchen Ann Riker. Maria Grace Costanzi. Morgan Sarah Mills. Deborah Carmenia Rivario. Allison Milligan. Kara Jessica Clark. Corey S. Tillman. Derek Todd Horner. Holt Gerald Forsyth. Karina Tanya Perez. Maya Major. Kendra Crawford Blue. Ryan Michael Killian. Caitlin Berry. Brittany Noel Heicoli. Melissa Marie Croyle. Amanda Nunez. Chloe Sierra Miller. Jacqueline Elizabeth Ivy. Jordan Marie Manzanti. Cody Lee Toy. Jesse Serverino. Raven Cheyenne Thomas. Morgan Scacchetti. Courtney Elizabeth Bolton. Brianna Paloma Morse. Ilana Sadie Davies. Bailey Irene Gibson. Cecilia R. Carter. Kayla May Diamond. Megan McCluskey. Megan M. Bocella. Malcolm Joshua May. Alyssa Marie Carson. Riva Nantha. Jessica Michelle Fox. Ava Barrett. Stephanie Maurer. Madison Oaks. Jessica DeRita. Brenna Cooper. Amanda N. Pinter. Dana Lee Scott. Leanne Warholick. Jillian Sky Gonzalez. Matthew David Shive. Christina Faith Parrish. Anirchita Petar. Olivia Tolick. Kaylee Crew. Jordana Sharif. Alexa Ray Wiener. Melissa Nicole Shaw. Caitlin Francis Rubin. Kylie Mitchell. Caitlin Sweeney. Lauren Marie Prine. Lauren Sestar. Marissa Pizzalia. Delani Laura Higgins. Morgan Elizabeth Osborne. Erica Sheehan. Brittany Taylor Drygan. Caitlin Dunmeyer. Klein Christine Kimball. Anna Marie Aguirre. Paulo Barrios. Cheyenne Lewis. Adrian Rose Prisbella. Catherine Gemberling. Brizana Reed. Logan Close. Megan E. Jones. Emily Giacomici. Elizabeth Nicole Vincent. Joshua Colin Brown. Max Jeffrey Orzo. Tamura Medley Brown. Taylor Holly Briggs. Brianna Josephine Blake. Sarah Ann Chorley. Nicole Lochansky. David Falk. Albert Esposito. Casey Hicks. Margaret Marie Ledrick. Patrick James Ashton. Marina Christina Stelmeck. Matthew Robert Davis. Jared Michael Peterman. Riley Lorraine Majarias. Melissa Ann McDonald. Ariel Rachel Greenberg. Alicia Marie Vandenheed. Zoe Jean Hinkle. Catherine Matson Murphy. Mia Elizabeth Latour. Jessica Nicole Penco. Caitlin Malasuski. Deja Janelle Walker. Peter James Maple. Zachary Joseph Firestein. Eric Charles Enger. Ryan P. Marcus. Connor Bond. Patrick Joseph Gainley. Jonathan Lewis. Madison Kurtz. Benjamin Weber. Matthew Moran. Isaac Ordendorf. Sarah Nongang. John Joseph Hulick. Edward Ecker. Rebecca Christine Luff. Richard Marcel Pufari. Christopher Robert Wolozek. Jeffrey Devaney. Aaron Awmiller. Thank you. Jacqueline Frida Zoppo. Rebecca Burnley. Shannon Grace Murphy. Jenna Marie Lewis Bernardo. Shayna Zach. Robin Lene Leonard. Christina Nicole Hunter. Christina Elaine Walker. Daryl E. Eby. Megan Svensson. Austin Rayanne Peipenhagen. Lori Wong. Paige Marie Haney. Laura Brockman. Rachel Reed Mullen. Sabrina Lynn Newlund. Christina Marie Louvie.
Let me acknowledge those recipients who are graduating in absentia because they are already working in their chosen fields. Today, we have awarded over 375 Bachelor of Science degrees from the College of Education. Will the new Penn State graduates please rise? Let us applaud their accomplishments. Please be seated. Now I would like to introduce Ms. Maria Schmidt, Assistant Dean for Multicultural Programs. Ms. Schmidt.
It's now my privilege to introduce you to Mrs. Tonya Devekis-Kerr, representing the Penn State Alumni Association and the College of Education Alumni Society. Mrs. Devekis-Kerr is the president of the College of Education Alumni Society Board. She retired as superintendent of the Moshannon Valley School District at Housedale, Pennsylvania in 2015. Previously, she served as the assistant superintendent at the Everett Area School District. She was the 2007 recipient of the Huntington County Chamber of Commerce Educator of the Year Award, which is sponsored by Juniata College. In her retirement, Mrs. Devekis-Kerr serves as an educational consultant for Schneider Electric Energy Solutions. She's a live member of the Penn State Alumni Association. Mrs. Devekis-Kerr.
Thank you, Assistant Dean Schmidt, Dean Monk, Provost Jones, Trustee McCombie, our honored graduates, families, grandparents. It's just so wonderful to have you all here today. But most importantly, congratulations to all our amazing graduates. The Penn State Alumni Association celebrates your successes and welcomes you into a proud network of Penn Staters, and we are everywhere. Your Alumni Association is powered by pride. More than 174,000 alumni and friends like you keep their connection to our world-class university strong through membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. Today, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I am honored to share our graduation gift to you, which is a one-year free membership in the Penn State Alumni Association. That's something to clap about. Your membership in the Penn State Alumni Association keeps you in touch with Penn State and connects you with more than 300 geographically dispersed alumni chapters, interest groups, colleges, and campus societies all around the world. No matter where you live, what you studied, which campus you attended, we have a group that matches your interest. It's nothing better than traveling around and looking up where the local chapters meet and perhaps watching a football game on TV with the local chapters. And sometimes they even serve you creamery ice cream. So keep that in mind. I strongly encourage you that after that 1 year, if your membership has expired, that you renew your membership and stay connected to the Penn State family. After graduation, once you are settled, reach out to your local Penn State alumni chapter. Your Penn State family will be very happy to hear from you. And walking through airports, malls, when you're having a Penn State hat on or a Penn State t-shirt, and somebody walks by you and all of a sudden you hear, "We are." Absolutely, we are. Very good. And in the coming years, when you visit Penn State, we hope you will stop on campus at the Hintz Family Alumni Center on University Park campus. With that, I would like to ask our new graduates to please rise. Would all other Penn State alumni here in the Bryce Jordan Center please rise as well? You can feel the pride. It gives me great pleasure to induct all graduating students of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. We are. Congratulations to all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you turn to page 6 and 7 of the printed program where graduates' names are listed for meritorious achievement. These are students graduating in the top 12% of their class. Upon completion of the grades for spring semester, additional names will be added to this list. Diplomas will have this academic achievement noted on the official document. Students who are graduating summa cum laude are wearing a blue and white cord. Students who are graduating magna cum laude are wearing a blue cord, and students who are graduating cum laude are wearing a white cord. Please hold your applause until students in all 3 categories are standing. Will those students graduating summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? Will those students graduating magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? Now for those graduating cum laude, please rise. Congratulations again, and best wishes for your continuing excellence. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jones, this concludes the recognition of those graduating with scholastic distinction. Permit me now to call upon Dr. Gregory J. Kelly, our Senior Associate Dean for Research, Outreach, and Technology, with a special recognition.
Dean Monk, as I look at this assembly of graduates, I'm reminded of the years of effort and dedication that have brought us to this moment. I think of the length and breadth and depth of this great university that seeks to serve all parts of the Commonwealth and beyond. On behalf of the university and this graduating class, we would like to pay a special tribute to the unsung heroes and heroines of the day, the very special friends, parents, surrogate parents, partners, husbands, and wives of our graduates. If you'll hold your applause for a few moments, I'm going to ask first that the parents, the guardians, the wives, husbands, special relatives, friends of these graduates stand at this time and remain standing. Your sense of priorities and commitment have meant so much to these graduates. You were there when they needed you and provided necessary support for them. You deserve our sincere gratitude for sacrifice, for tolerance, for endurance, for upholding, and for caring. You have been so supportive, and we thank you for allowing us to have had the privilege of association with these members of your family. Now I'd like to ask the class of 2018 to rise, to face the audience, and join me in expressing our profound appreciation for a job patiently and superbly done. Let's salute them with our applause. Thank you. Please be seated.
We also recognize another very important group that is here to honor our graduates by participating in this ceremony. And I'm speaking of those who, as professors, academic advisors, and staff members, have worked very closely with our graduates. These individuals represent the faculty and staff of the College of Education who share this proud moment with us all. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you, and you may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we end our commencement ceremonies this afternoon, we will be led in the singing of the Alma Mater by Kaylee Harmon. The audience is asked to sing with us, and the words can be found in the front of the program. After the Alma Mater, the audience will please be seated for the recessional. Graduates, you will also be seated until the marshals direct you row by row.
Childhood's gate, shapeless in the hands of fate, thou didst mold us, dear old state, dear old state, dear old state. May no act of ours bring shame to one heart that loves thy name. May our lives but swell thy fame, dear old state, dear old state.
Graduates, please be seated as marshals will dismiss you row by row. Thank you.